the mysterious house on the hill. The young Cooper family, Jack, his wife Sarah, and their 6-year-old daughter Lily, moved into an old mansion on a hill in Maine. They had managed to buy the house for a surprisingly low price. Although the locals warned them about its dark history, the family paid no heed. The house, with its large windows, massive oak doors, and faded carvings on the facade, had stood empty for decades. There was something both captivating and eerie about it. Day 1, the mysterious amulet. On the first night, while Sarah and Jack unpacked boxes, Lily played in the attic. Amid the dust and cobwebs, she stumbled upon an old chest. Inside, she found an ancient amulet made of dark stone, adorned with an eye etched in the center of a circle. Lily felt an irresistible urge to take it and put the amulet around her neck. That night, Sarah noticed Lily talking in her sleep. Her voice sounded unnaturally low and cold.
"They're coming, he's watching, open the door."
Sarah dismissed it as just a dream, though it unsettled her. The next morning, she noticed a strange mark on Lily's neck, right under the amulet. A faint redness in the shape of a circle. Day 2. Flames that do not burn. Jack was working in the garage when he smelled smoke. Looking up, he saw flames flickering in the living room windows. Panicked, he rushed inside with a bucket of water. But as soon as he entered the living room, the fire vanished. There were no signs of damage on the floors or walls, except for one corner where a burnt shadow appeared, a silhouette of a figure in a long cloak. Jack chose not to tell Sarah about it, not wanting to alarm her. Day 3. A ghost from the past. That night, Lily woke up screaming. Sarah ran to her room and found her daughter in tears. Lily said she had seen a woman in black sitting on her bed, singing a strange song.
"She said I'm her only hope,"
Lily whispered. Shivering, Sarah remembered a portrait in the basement that resembled the woman Lily described. The next day, Sarah went to the local library and discovered that the house once belonged to the Delacroix family, who lived there in the 1920s. Their 6-year-old daughter Alice had died under mysterious circumstances. According to legend, she wore an amulet similar to the one Lily had found. The Delacroix family disappeared a few months after Alice's death. Day 4. Water from nowhere. Late at night, Sarah was awakened by the sound of running water. She went downstairs to find the entire house flooded. Water covered the floor in several inches and was flowing down into the basement. Jack woke up and went to check the source of the flooding. As soon as he stepped into the basement, the water vanished as abruptly as it had appeared. On the concrete floor, a message was etched as if carved by something sharp. The amulet opens the gates. Day 5. The ritual in the basement. That evening, Lily once again began talking in her sleep. Her voice was altered, as though someone else were speaking. "Take me to the altar. He won't let you leave." Realizing the amulet's significance, Sarah and Jack decided to find the altar. Armed with flashlights, they ventured into the basement. Behind one of the walls, they found a hidden passage exuding a chilling cold. It led to a small room with an ancient stone altar. On it lay old books and remnants of burnt candles. The books detailed how the Delacroix family performed rituals using the amulet to connect with the other world. One book mentioned that if the amulet was combined with water and fire, it would open the gates between worlds. Climax: the power that changes everything. Lily awoke and appeared in the basement as if guided by an unseen force. Her eyes glowed with a pale light. She approached the altar, reached for the amulet, and spoke in a voice not her own. "He is here. The gates are open." Suddenly, a shadow burst from the ground. A massive creature with grotesque, snake-like limbs and glowing red eyes. It let out a roar that shook the basement walls. The creature extended a claw toward Lily, trying to grab her. Sarah, desperate, ran to her daughter, but an invisible force threw her against the wall. Jack tried to approach the altar, but the shadow coiled around his legs, paralyzing him. At that moment, the air in the basement shifted. Two figures emerged from the darkness, a man and a woman dressed in 1920s attire. They were the spirits of Arthur and Margaret Delacroix, former owners of the house. Their faces glowed with a mix of sadness and determination.
We will not let you cause harm anymore,
Margaret said firmly, her voice gentle yet powerful. Arthur extended his hand toward the shadow.
Your time is over.
They joined hands, and their energy created a brilliant white light. The creature howled, retreating, but its claw still reached for Lily. In a decisive moment, Margaret threw herself at the creature, while Arthur embraced Lily, shielding her. Summoning all her courage, Sarah tore the amulet from Lily's neck and threw it onto the altar. The ground shook violently. Flames erupted from below, and streams of water poured from the walls, flooding the basement. The light from the Delacroix spirits grew unbearably bright, consuming the creature entirely. When the creature vanished, the flames and water disappeared too, leaving the basement in silence. Margaret and Arthur looked at Lily, then at Sarah and Jack. Their faces radiated peace.
Thank you for freeing us,
Margaret whispered before dissolving into the light alongside Arthur. The amulet shattered into pieces, its power destroyed. Lily fainted but soon woke up, gazing at her parents in confusion.
What happened?
She asked softly. Sarah and Jack embraced their daughter, knowing the worst was over. The Delacroix spirits had sacrificed themselves to save them and stop the evil that haunted the house. Resolution, freedom. At dawn, the Coopers left the house. As they drove away, Lily said,
She says thank you, she's free now.
The house remained standing on the hill, silent and empty. The mist around it slowly dissipated, carrying with it a faint whisper.
Thank you.
The family never returned to the town, though they would continue to hear strange sounds in their dreams for years to come.